Hello students, I am Gulshan Kumar. Once again I am live now. Today I have decided to take your subject verb agreement because your exam is very near. So for exam point of view we need to revise your most of the topics that are related to your English. So today we start subject verb agreement. Agreement that means contract between the subject and verb. For proper subject we will take proper verb and we start this lesson. A sentence is basically composed of subject and predicate. Students, what is subject and what is predicate? You know, understand. Subject, one who works in a sentence, that is subject, and one who is effective from subject, that is called predicate. You know it very well. So let's start this. Next, the subject of a sentence must agree with the verb, the sentence in a two-way. Of course, when we frame a sentence, that is very essential that the subject must follow verb and verb must follow subject. Both cooperative to each other in a sentence. For a singular subject, we will take singular verb, and for a plural subject, we take plural verb. This is very essential in a sentence. You need to careful about this. Subject of a sentence must agree with the verb of the sentence in two way, in a number, singular and plural. When you write the sentence, students, you must careful their subject in a sentence is in singular or plural. You need to careful about this. So let's start the first rule. What is the first rule in the subject verb agreement? In sentences expressing imaginary ways. When we frame a sentence, when we write a sentence, if your sentence is in imaginary ways, if your sentence is structure full of supposition, so students, in that case you must put plural verb. You just ignore subject. What subject is there you ignore, you put only plural verb. I have given example. I wish I were the prime minister. I wish, मेरी इच्छा है कि मैं प्राइम मिनिस्टर होता, but it is not possible because I am not the member of any party and I am not the MP or MLA. So how can it possible? I am a very common teacher. So students, when we write, when we imagine anything, and that is never true in future, so in that case we use plural verb according to subject. Next, when dare and need are used as model in negative and interrogative sentence, they are not made singular by adding s. Students, when we use dare and need, in case of dare and need, generally he needs go to market. Generally we write like this. When we, I can say need and dare, when we use in an assertive sentence, in case of assertive we use s or es, but in case of interrogative or in case of negative we don't add s. You very careful about it. I have already written, he dare not speak to me. He need not go to market. So you are very careful. These all rules are very informative, very suggestive. So now we start the next rule, students. Okay, next rule is, in sentence if two subjects are joined by and, the verb follows will be plural in number. Students, generally when we write a sentence, we use single subject, and according to single subject we use singular verb. Suppose if I write he reads a book, yeah, we were going to market. According to we you use were, according to he we use reads. But when two subject add, yeah, when two subject join by and, in this case we use plural verb. He and she, he and she becomes plural. So students, we need to very careful here. Next rule, when two nouns are almost identical in meaning or refer to the same person or thing, the verb followed is singular in number. Yes. In the first rule, I have read there, when two subject joined by and, it becomes plural. But in a second rule, I am reading again, when two subject joined by and, it never be plural. What condition is there? Condition is, if two singular subject come together and always come together, its meaning is its meaning refers same person, same object. In this case we use singular verb. Example here, slow and steady wins the race. The poet and painter has died. So here slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady, two subject but indicate same thing. The poet and painter here indicate a single person. So this way, when we use subject in a sentence, we use singular verb. Rule number 3, when two subjects are connected by or, either or, neither nor, not only but also, the subject closest to the verb determines whether the verb is singular or plural. Students, when two subjects connected by either or, neither nor, but also, not only but also, I inform to all of you that subject is very close to the verb. According to that subject you will take verb, you will decide verb. And here I have given example, either Ram or his friends have stolen the watch. Either Ram or his friends have. So here second subject his friends, and his friends is in plural form. So according to plural I have taken here plural have. Not only the principal but also the teachers. So second subject here teachers, and teachers is in plural stage. So according to plural I have taken here plural verb were. Next rule. So students, we will explain these all the rules in your online classes. I welcome to all of you. You all join my class. I will explain all these things, and I inform to all of you must come with doubts. If you have doubts, we will clear your doubts. So you please come, you join my class with doubts. I explain all these things. Your exam is very near, you need to revise. I will revise all these things, question answer, word meaning, and grammar, all these things we will revise. Don't worry about that. You all need to join, stay connected with our online classes so that I inform all these things what you want to know. And after subject verb agreement we will take some other classes also. So students, you need to connect it with me. Thank you for joining us.